Evening everybody, how's everyone going? I've got my headphones on because normally I can't hear that music that Simflord did, so I like listening to it, hence why I put my earphones on so I can hear it. Other than that, in this room everything's completely silent because all the sound is happening on the screen, which is why I rely on all these green bars bumping around and stuff. But you're absolutely right. Look, Carl, I gave you credit for that, but you weren't first today. It was Andy Nash. Andy Nash got Space Cam. I thought that was going to be a little bit of a tricky one for you, but everyone knows who Jinx is, so I'm going to have to make them a lot harder. I was actually going to do a scene from the film Meet Joe Black with Brad Pitt, but then I thought that would probably be way too hard. I'm on the coffee tonight, by the way. Last two streams I've been drinking. And look, I've started the diorama off. And with the diorama, I've got a whole bag of sculptor mould. I've got me applicator for grass. I've got some Vallejo earthen texture to create a sort of bed. And in the airing cupboard, alongside my fir tree branches, I've got some mud, which I'm going to have to grain up and gravel up. And it's going to be fun. So you can't win. But yeah, Carl, you were second. Carl's been getting them all week. So you got pipped to the post by Andy there. But Andy... I haven't forgot your X-Wings, but as you know, we haven't received anything for ages, and that's why you haven't received any magazines. I don't know if we're going to ever receive anything again. So, who knows? Big thank you to Ian for sending me that email today. I loved it. And I didn't notice that. I knew there was a change. I couldn't figure out what it was. I thought it was the font, but then I saw the thing at the end. But I do think it will be copyrights flagged. So what I intend to do is... it's very clever what you've done in the middle, but if you could take that text out, I'm going to say it, if that makes sense. So, that would be perfect, and then I'd use it if that's allowed. I don't know. If it's too much hard work, don't I don't know. I'm being very cryptic. Anyone who saw the Patreon stream yesterday will know what I'm talking about. So, it's all fun. But how the devil is everyone's? River Phoenix brother is in Space Camp. It's Joaquin Phoenix, isn't it? When he went by the name of River Phoenix. So, River changed his name, didn't he? Not River Phoenix, Leif. He went by the name of Leif Phoenix, and he changed his name to Joaquin. Evening from the Netherlands, Pete. How's it going? Pete, are you on, you're normally on Discord, aren't you? Nothing tonight, Arsena. Arsena, before you ask, I want to do a giveaway. I want to do a giveaway for, like, I've got the Ecto one, I've still got the Dodge Charger, and I want to do all the Peugeot 205s, all 13 issues of it. Realistically, I can't do any giveaways until the lockdown's finished because I don't know when you're going to be getting them. And with the Peugeot 205, I'll tell you that now, it's probably only going to be open to UK subscriber or UK viewers because the box is ginormous. It will cost well into the hundreds to post it elsewhere. But what I am planning to do when lockdown's finished is whoever wins that, I'm going to deliver it personally to you. So you'll have to let me know when you're in, and me and Mrs. World Wayne are going to drive around the country and deliver it. But I will let you know when that giveaway happens because at the moment things are crazy. I've ordered something from the UK 2 days ago, which I need for the channel, and it was from a UK site, get this, but I've just found out today that it's currently in Philadelphia, in America, being shipped over here. So the site's a .co.uk site. It's in pounds. Yeah, all their products in America. You can't make it up. Can't make it up. Crazy stuff. How the devil is everyone anyway? You're all okay? Now, Mrs. World Wayne's going to be slightly late today. I was almost slightly late. We normally go to Ely. If anyone knows where Ely is, in the Fenlands there, we normally do these author talks because you know Mrs. World Wayne's an avid reader. Well, there's an author tonight called Ellie Griffiths who's doing a talk, and she's got a new book coming out, and Esther's got a signed copy of it. But they're doing a webinar at the moment, so I've ducked out of that, and she's watching that at the moment. But that should finish just near at 8, so she might even be in here now. I haven't got to that yet. So hello, Chloe. How's it going? Oh, hopefully everyone's all good tonight. But yeah, I love that. I love that music. I find myself humming it now. Greg, well, I should really turn my phone off, shouldn't I? Why is it beeping at me? Oh, look, it's Christian from Grantham.
Let's give it up big time. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now let's get cracking.
That's when you're going to come on for the stream now, Christian. That'd be it. That'd be it now. You come on, you hear that, then you can go and do your, do your thing. I thought we'd have a quick look tonight on the intro guide to the Enterprise. Because that's coming. My picture's blurry. I don't know why that is. It's probably because of the buffer rate. I'm trying to stream in. Let me turn that off. Oh, and it's probably because Mrs. Welder Wayne's in the webinar, so she's stealing bandwidth. So I've just turned my Plex off on the computer. There's not really a lot else I can do, to be honest with you. So, but there we go. Hi Wayne. Quick, important question. Have you ever eaten a sausage and mayonnaise sandwich and felt a bit gay? It's interesting. I don't really know what to say, but no. Hi Wayne, Helder. Thank you, Helder, for posting that out to me. Hi Wayne, I've sent you loads of stuff for your diorama. Yeah, no, that's excellent. I'll let you know when that comes, Helder. Okay. Bearing in mind, I think Ian and Svi, you're the only mods in chat at the moment, just so you know. on my thing here, I don't think I get the option to mute people or time people out or anything. So I haven't tried it. It started early today, though, hasn't it? Can you say hi to the to my wee man? Hello, D Harris wee man. JJ. What's JJ stand for? I've got a JJ. My son's JJ. He's Jack Joshua, though. I don't know if he's watching tonight. When will you worry Spitfire? When will you worry Spitfire video? Hamish, the Spitfire video is coming out tomorrow. I've edited it already. If anyone's watching this stream and afterwards you want something to do, it's already in the playlist. So you'll be able to see it. But it will go live tomorrow morning, but you'll be able to watch it in the playlist. It's edited down from the Patreon stream on Wednesday. So that's tomorrow's video. So that will leave me free to get on with this diorama and get myself in a complete mess, which I am really looking to do. I don't know if the people saw it on Wednesday or Tuesday, but now the spaceship's pretty much done. I can do the... If you've got your Echo Dots, hide them now. Alexa, turn on the spaceship. And we can just leave that doing whatever it's doing in the background for now. So, but that's going to eventually be sitting on there. And I've got so much stuff coming. Helder's sending me some lichen. I don't know. I've never been able to pronounce it. I've got some ferns on the way. I've got my fir trees. I've got all sorts of things to tuck on that diorama there. It's going to be brilliant. So, I've seen it. If you subscribe to the X-Wing, will you get all the kits up to now? If you subscribe to the X-Wing, I think you'd be lucky to get anything, even a confirmation email. I haven't got a clue what's going on. No idea whatsoever. And Edward Bellamy. Even when I watched a restorer and he's used a bit of grit and dried tea mix to look it like mud, quick and easy. Well, there's nothing that looks more like mud, Edward, than mud. So, and I got that from Luke Towan. So what I've done is I took a great big slob of wet, droopy mud, because it's the weather in England's crap at the moment. Crap, can I say that? Is awful at the moment. And it's in the airing cupboard. Then what you do is you break it up, and then you, so you've got some different sized lumps and stuff, and then you put it over like a chocolate shaker for your coffee, and then you can have some fine grit. And if you need to colour it up a bit, you can add some talc or flour to it to make it from dark to light. So, very good stuff. Oh, you're on both. Oh, right, okay. I had to read that. You can use your grass shaker on your layout as well. My grass shaker, that's what I've got in a box somewhere. But I've put everything down, you know. I've got this habit from this, it started from this blimmin' ET build, where I'm starting to get really untidy. Look, I've still got my rusts over here that I use, and I've still got two glues lying on top here. Normally these are neatly put away in my drawers. These drawers here are a complete mess at the moment. I just need some time. I've got the weekend off this weekend, so perhaps I might tackle that. Today, something I did do today is, I don't know if you know, you can't see it anymore. On the spaceship there, I didn't want to... I'm the same as Phil. I don't know if Phil's in chat tonight, but I really didn't want to put the dome down and glue it down, because if I was to do that and one of the electrics go wrong, I can never get into it. Oh, pardon me, that's very rude. Sorry, excuse me for that. I could never get into that dome, and I don't want to do that, so I didn't want to connect the dome. So what I did do was I got some of this stuff, which is 2mm foam, and I created a gasket, if you like, and I put the gasket around the middle so that it blocks any light out and it sits perfectly on that. So that's what I've done there with that, and that stops any light bleed, and I can still get into the dome should I need to. But it's been running absolutely fine. Once again, if you want to know a bit more about the ET build, I will do a video on Monday, but it's running from 12 volts. There's a 12 volt supply going into there. It's got 3 Arduinos in it, 3 Arduino minis, and all of those Arduinos are running from a buck converter, thank you to Daniel Goldman there, which reduces it from 12 volts to 5 volts. But then everything else coming from the buck converter at the start is pumping 12 volts. So really the bottom half of the ship is 5 volts, the top half is 12 volts. So all good. I am doing a video for the diorama, just so you know. It's been recording today, so what you see here, you're just going to see like updates on social media, but there will be a video showing how it's built. But after this weekend, I can't see there being another ET update until probably the following weekend, and then hopefully around about the 18th. I think Thursday's the 18th. There's an I'm hoping to get Phil Siegel from Sprueverse on here, and we'll talk about our builds together for you, and you will get to meet Phil and ask Phil some questions, which is going to be absolutely brilliant. So there you go. I think I've played it now, Christian. Which one is your favourite model you've done? Mario, at the moment it's now the ET. Definitely the ET build. Prior to that, the Bismarck's been fun. I enjoyed the Super Snake. That was quite novel, putting that together. And it's so amazing that you think the 1.8 cars are going to be exactly the same, but the Ecto 1 to the DeLorean to the Peugeot 205, completely different. And you've seen how many injuries I'm doing on some of these builds. So, but if you are starting with 1.8 cars, then I suggest the Ecto 1 to start off with, and probably the Cobra. The Cobra's quite an easy one to put together as well. So, all cool. But yes, thank you so much for that, Ian. I did have a laugh, I have to say. It's all cool. I like the pictures I got sent as well. I don't know if Christian sent them or you, I can't remember. But yeah, they were excellent. And Mrs. Rolderwayne was like, wow. Well, being in the States, you doubt you'll win. Dr. Inferno, there's loads of people in the States that have won in the past. The Iron Man, especially, I think we've sent one to Texas, one to, if you're on here, let me know. Gerald Champ, you're over in Houston, aren't you? I've sent you some stuff as well. I don't mind sending stuff to America, but stuff that big. I'm sending 8 issues of the Spitfire every 8 weeks, if you like, to Canada. But this box, I'm not lying to you, it's the size of a... Do you remember an old 32-inch tube TV? That's how big the box is. It's ginormous. It'd be cheaper for me to actually just pay for cargo and send myself to America. Come to Porchester and you'll take me around the man caves. John, I was in Porchester. When did I come to see you, Svi, and you weren't there? Whenever I saw Svi, that couldn't have been last year, it must have been the year before. We went to Porchester Castle and I was just sitting outside the entrance to the castle where it just faces the sea. God, that was lovely. That was paradise. I do love it down there. Oh, look, Mrs. Rolderwayne's here. Did you enjoy your webinar? I hope you enjoyed your webinar. You have a signed 1998 Argos signed by Molly that weren't behind the tills. Do you know something? Apparently, Adam, the best-selling book of all time after the Bible is the Argos catalogue. But obviously they don't charge for that. There's an interesting fact for you. Guten Abend, Einfach. You received X-Wing, so you've got an X-Wing, Wayne. That's like gold dust at the moment. I received X-Wings Box 18 last week here in the US, issues 69 to 72, mainframe for mounting X-Wings motor and frame parts. We still haven't finished the wings over here. At least a lot of companies have told us, you know, there's delays. Agora's told us there's delays. Fanhome's told us there's delays. Even the Ferrari F40's told us there's delays. Eagle Moss, if you've seen on the World of Wayne Facebook page, they've updated the Eleanor build and the Ghostbusters to let you know when they're coming. I've heard nothing from the Agostini at all. So God knows what that's about. So Bobby, I think I've just answered that question for you. And Kevin, I think I've just answered that question for you as well. I'm anticipating your comments now. Oh, hello, Alex Builds. Did you say hello? Alex is down the road from me. There he is. Alex McDonald. How's it going, Alex? Haven't seen you in ages. Kevin, I don't buy that for a second. The X-Wing's still out of stock. I think that they're having logistic problems like everybody else. But they're for some reason they're not communicating that. I think people would be a lot more. I'm going to tell you all of this to all of the model building companies. If you are upfront with your customer and say we're having logistical problems getting from this to this or this to this, people will appreciate it. But ghosting them and saying nothing is definitely not the way to go. Definitely not the way to go. Oh, I got a little bit vented then, didn't I? I think I need to have a sip of coffee. Felix, I hope I've answered that question about why the screen's probably blurry. But hopefully Mrs. Rhoda Wayne stopped now. I'll probably click over in a minute, but I don't know what the bit rate is on this. It doesn't tell me. See, I've got the option of running this at 1080p, or I can run it at 720p, but at 60 frames per second. I don't know if my webcam does 60 frames per second, though. So, all cool. Hello, Kevin. How's it going? Kevin, I don't know if you're up for this, but I think we need to do something when the Enterprise comes out. Whether you come on the show here, or I come and have a chat on your podcast, I don't know. You have to hit me up and see what you if you're up for that sort of thing. Because in the next couple of weeks we're all going to start getting the Enterprise, I'm guessing, and it's going to be pretty exciting. I can't wait for it. But if you want to do something like that, Kevin, then yeah, definitely hook me up. And hit me up, and we'll sort something out. I think it'd be quite fun. And I think I've answered that question as well, Stephen. If you follow me on World of Wayne on the Facebook channel, I don't even know if I've got a caption for that. I don't think I have. No, just type World of Wayne in Facebook and you'll find it. Any emails or anything I get, I forward onto the channel there, so you'll be able to see it. Your Alexa doesn't like that device. Well, you all need to make a device called Spaceship. That's my advice. But this is actually pinched, the smart plug there from Mrs. World of Wayne. It does look cool though, doesn't it? Alexa, turn off the spaceship.
Spaceship isn't responding.
Oh no, the spaceship's not responding. Wow. Oh, it's given up on me. Well, that's not good, is it? The spaceship's looking amazing. I'm sure. I'm hoping so. This is like the first diorama I've done, but I'm pretty confident with doing the first bit and the sculptor mold. I don't think I'm going to have a problem there. Alexa, turn off spaceship.
Spaceship isn't responding. Please check its network connection and power supply.
Alexa's being difficult. Stand by. Oh wow, everything's suddenly gone offline. So that's interesting. Wow. All my smart plugs are currently offline. Can you see that? Look, they're all offline. Strange. I have still got internet bandwidth, haven't I? I'm still talking to you peeps. I hope so. Looks like it. Everyone's still in here. That's very strange.
Sorry, I don't know that.
Alright, you can be quiet now. God. Yeah, Eleanor, I think they said they're going to start shipping this weekend, going into early next week. So, hi Wayne, can I put a picture up of the doll's house? Don't have Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, thanks. I'll try. Stand by. I will try. I don't know if I've got one. Right, so if I go to that one. I'm just looking if I've got one. I don't think I've got one. I haven't. I'll have to sort something out and put it... It's surprising. I thought I did have one, but I definitely haven't got one. Let me just check the trash, just in case I've deleted... No, I haven't got one. Sorry. I wish I could, but I can't do that. Andrew, you held your Spitfire back until next week when I'm getting a mounting bracket and the nav light LED so I can do both at the same time. The mounting, are you talking the mounting bracket from Oligo Models? Is that what you mean, Andrew? I don't know. I'm hoping that I'm just going to change out of studio mode to make sure. Yes, that's still working. Cool. Have you tried coloured tile grout for mud effects? Yes, Will. I was going to use that because it's good to mix with a soil-based thing as well. Obviously, you don't get the lumps like you would do in normal mud, but you get exactly the same effect with flour and talcum powder. So if it's too dark, you just mix it with a bit of flour. The mud dyes the flour, so it just lightens up. It's like adding paint. You really don't want to know what I put in my drawers. You don't at the moment, Gary. They're full of junk, I'm telling you. But Craig, you just got issues 23 to 26 of the Ecto 1 in the post yesterday, plus the t-shirt. The chassis is so big now. Tell me about it. Have you figured where you're putting it yet? I think once the chassis is complete, that's when you all start thinking, where am I gonna put this? Oh, Wayne, how doing here in Canada? The weather's nice, but still have issues about a crazy virus. Yeah, we've all got that, Eric. And by nice, do you mean like still minus 25 in Canada? I don't know. They reckon still another week. But Darren, that's all very well, but you know that. Why haven't they communicated that out? They communicated about a month ago. A week ago, I think. It's the last fan home response I had. But magnets are the best way to keep the dome, and you can open anytime you want. I could, but then I'd need a magnet O-ring going around there on both sides. It will lift that up, even a thin magnet. The sponge is going to be fine. I'm not going to move. I'm not going to move it. And to be honest with you, I don't think I need to touch that spaceship again until I put it onto the diorama there. So we'll have to see. Alex, your LED window lights run off 12 volt and the rest is 5 volt to make. Had to make a converter for it. Well, these buck converters, I don't know how much are they, Dan? They're only cheap little things. Look, look, they're in this bag here, and they convert one DC voltage into a lower DC voltage. Really easy to use. Dr. Inferno, you started the DeLorean for your first car. Oh, poor man. Use the oil. The oil, I can't speak English tonight. The oil idea works brilliantly. If I had done that, when I built that DeLorean, none of it had any oil, and all it had was a lot of blood, a lot of broken screw heads, a lot of rounded screwdrivers, and a lot of curse words. So I think it would have been a lot easier if I did the technique that I did on all the other cars. But there you go. What editing software do you use and where do you get it from? I use Adobe Premiere. You can't get it from anywhere. You have to rent it from the company. Now, I'm lucky that Mrs. Welder Wayne's a teacher, so we get a teacher and student rate for it. And I think I pay £16.40 a month for it. But that gives you everything that Adobe does. So that's Photoshop, After Effects, Premiere. It gives you everything. So, but if you just wanted Premiere, I think that's I don't know. I think it's $9.99 or something. Anyone notice? Look, I'm wearing my Star Wars lounging pants tonight. Look, let's hide that. See? Said to Mrs. Welder Wayne, I'm not going to be putting my jeans on. I want my Star Wars lounging pants on tonight. I'm going to drink my coffee and just chat with you fine people in the community. Christian, we will be coming to Grantham. We went to Grantham in August last year. And I said, wouldn't it be good if Christian met us in the service station here? But by the time we got there, it was about 9 o'clock at night. So it's a bit too late. But every time we go to Scotland, remember, we have to pass through Grantham. Roger Wayne. Hope all is okay. Mrs. Wayne always said, well, we're all okay. Mrs. Welder Wayne's healing absolutely fine. I believe she's back to school in about 4 weeks. So that's gone quick, hasn't it? Gone absolutely quick since her operation. So, we should be doing our doll's house online. Richard, she's doing it on Instagram, and the Instagram profile there, look, is at Borrowdale House. It's pretty hard to film because I'd need to bring a camera downstairs. It's so big, it's absolutely ginormous. But there you go. Well, hi Bruce, Ian's just answering about the stand here. I'm not keen on needing two poles to hold the T800. All good in the UK. How are you? I think, Ian, what I said, if something can go under that arm section, I'm just having a look again. 1 second. Yeah, nothing is going to go under these pivot points on the arm here. I reckon something there will do it. Because that definitely, those 2 points where the arms connect is definitely the weakest part of the robot. Cyborg. I'm going to get pulled up for that, aren't I? What did you think of Edge's win on Sunday? That was wicked. I just like the fact that Christian's back. that was wicked. I never thought Christian would come back, and it'd be good if Edge and Christian come back again. That'd be brilliant. We're talking WWE people. Sorry. But, you know, it's all this weekend, Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. We've got the Chiefs versus the Buccaneers. We want the Buccaneers to win. But I don't know if any of you follow American football. Oh, Mrs. Welder Wayne's coming up with some postage advice from rewards. Wow, there you go. There's your postage prices for Mrs. Welder Wayne. I know I wanted to post a bigger box out to Canada, and it was almost £50, wasn't it? So everyone had to wait for their Christmas presents this year. Yeah, Star Trek is going to be shipping in March in the US. I believe we're getting it a couple of weeks earlier over here, but I get very limited information on it at the moment. So to be honest with you, I just keep my ears open on Twitter at the moment and see and get what news I can from that. Yeah, fan home gone. It's weird. I don't understand. I can understand if the staff are furloughed and they're not physically able to do that, but I think every single company that I know of have got a Twitter feed, even a Twitter announcement. I don't understand this whole ghosting thing. Because I've worked in retail since I was 16, and I wouldn't have here. Oh, I think we should change the subject because I'm just going to get myself wound up. Any news on any new builds? I haven't got anything, Andy. I know things that are coming this year, but COVID's pushed loads of things back. I think we've got some more builds coming out from IXO Collections, who did the Peugeot, so that's going to be really exciting. And I think it's already been mentioned about the R2D2s being released by Fan Home. That's all I know. Obviously, the Zero Fighter, I believe, is coming out in February with Agua models. Still no idea what that exclusive one is, but I'm sure when that comes around, they'll be getting in touch with me saying, Wayne, guess what's coming? There we go. Mrs. Wilder Wayne's getting back to you, Richard. Yeah, and you want me to do some videos? You'll have to outsource me for that then, Mrs. Wilder Wayne. I'll send you an email for my rates and let you know what I charge for that. You hope you can get the X-Wing kits, but you need to convince your boyfriend. But the X-Wing, the X-Wing, as you can see, is not on a shelf at the moment. I'm so disgusted with things at the moment. It's on the floor. Can you see? Like, you see bits of it just down there. I've enjoyed the build, even though it's been repetitive. But I've been hearing absolute nightmares that once the wings are completed, that's when your problems start. And I'm not looking forward to that. So we'll see what happens. But I did hear from someone today that France have got the Bugatti, and they've also got the Gran Torino from Starsky and Hutch. So that's interesting. Because France have got it, I don't know. I can't see us getting it. So, did you get an email from Eagle Moss? No, the last email I had, Jerry, from Eagle Moss just said to me. Actually, stand by. I'll let you know what it said. Haven't got a clue. I received an email from Eagle Moss a couple of days ago, but it definitely didn't say it's 2 more weeks. It said, thank you for your option. The welcome pack is just telling me what's coming in the welcome pack and where they're sending it to. That's all I've got. So, don't know. But while we're on the subject of that, I'm just going to turn your thing off. We'll just quickly nip over to... God, this new system is very hard to track. To this guide. This is the build guide that you normally get in the first magazine. So you're going to see this when you get your magazine. And as you can see here, it's about the model. Pre-painted. RCS thrusters. The model has all details expected of a Starfleet ship, including RCS thrusters on the outer edge of the saucer. Metal hull. The model's exterior is made up of metal panels that click on and screw together, which is going to be excellent. Illuminated windows. Light up engines from every angle. The only thing that illuminate deflector, this thing here worried me a little bit when it says each warp nacelle is a separate unit with its own power supply. So does that mean that we have to let me just transition back. Does that mean we have to switch on each individual nacelle? Does anyone know that? I'll check out chat in a minute for that. Let's just transition back again. Looks impressive though, doesn't it? Looks absolutely lovely. Then all about the studio models there, how it's going to separate. You've got the source of separation section there. You've got Ben from Eagle Moss there. How it goes together, some of the instruction guides. Looks really good, doesn't it? Can't wait to start getting my teeth into that, to be honest with you. Peter's got a super clear picture, so that's good to hear, Pete. Derek, you've totally, now you know where I am, Derek. I don't think there's any excuse for it. If something, oh look, I can turn it off now. Alexa, turn off the spaceship.
Okay.
I'm only turning it off because I know some people have flashing effects, and I don't want to keep flashings on the screen. So, but yeah, it's. I just wish they'd be more straight with people. But how do you feel about the Stafford trade? Blue Harvest, we needed to get rid of Goff. Goff was playing like an old man in the last couple of games, but Stafford, you saw how the Detroit Lions were playing this season. They were the team that seemed to start brilliant for the first 5 minutes and then just throw it all away. So I'm hoping that having a strong team around him will be beneficial for us, but we'll have to see. But look at this, a UK guy mad about American football. I prefer American football to British soccer, you know. You're 100% up for that. Oh, that's good. I'll get in touch with you then and we'll sort something out. I think that could be quite a fun little collaboration there. I've got the options on here to do that, you see, and I think I should be using it, but I'm not. Mrs. Welder Wayne, there's a book advice for you. Try reading Leslie Pierce. My wife used to love her books. I guarantee Mrs. Welder Wayne's probably heard of Leslie Pierce. She just reads too much. How many books did you read last year? She does this Goodreads challenge. I think it was 89 books in the end, wasn't it? You read in 1 year? That's more than a book a week. Crazy. If you could do a motorcycle build, which would you choose? Well, Ian had done the Rossi, which I enjoyed doing, but D'Agostini for some reason didn't want me to build it anymore. I'd like to build a Harley or some sort of American chopper, like an Orange County chopper or something. I used to love that show. But no, that would be lovely. I've got a Harvey. I've got a Harley Davidson garage just down the road in Uppingham there. I'm not allowed to go there. Mrs. Welder Wayne's put firm orders on that, saying no, can't be doing that. I am behind on chat, people. I'm sorry. I've been yabbering on again. I will try and get through it. So you're building the original series Enterprise 1600 scale while I wait for the Ecto 1 delivery, whatever that is. I bet that looks good. Gary Whitfield in chat there, Koza. He's on the channel as Koza. He's building an Enterprise as well from Gitform. What scale was your one, Gary? I can't remember what you said scale was. It's going to answer 42. Greg, I know that. Everyone's wings can't stop. I could be driving your Echo Dots crazy, couldn't I? Bless. I'll be quiet. I'll be good. I promise I'll be good. Wayne, have you got the Shelby Cobra in? No, I believe it's coming next week, Pete. Second week in February. So yeah, I think it's going to start shipping next week. Here's a hint for you. You'll know it's coming out soon when you get the instructions pop up in the download section. So I think they have the instructions ready to go before you actually get the items, but they're not on there yet. I've checked. Yeah, she did, didn't she? Oh, Gunny, I might be able to help you. 1 second. I forgot that. Well done, Paul. She did have one on there, didn't she? So, as a matter of fact, why don't I just go to her Instagram page? Hang on, stand by. I'll be able to show you a picture. Wow, Svi, that's looking wicked. Svi, I'm just going to transition across again. Look, check Svi's... wow. Apart from your lightsaber breaking like 50,000 times, isn't it? That's looking wicked. Absolutely love that. Let's try and find Borrowdale House. 1 second. Stand by. There's a picture of me next to it here. So that's what it looks like with me next to it. It's big. But that's pretty much as far as she's got at the moment with that. So get in there. So there you go, Carl. Carl Gunny, I hope you like that. Sorry, I was just reading Carl's comment there. Carl, Wayne, have you thought about building the Titanic? I think I'd like to do it, Carl, but it's only in the US. And because it is a wood structure, I don't know how similar it's going to be to the Victory. Have you got to do the planking on the side and stuff? I don't know. Don't know. There's a northern champion. It's champion. Take from a Gordox, Canny Lake. I don't know much about it at the moment, Mark. Haven't got a clue. Do you know when the Starsky and Hutch car coming out? I don't. All I know is in France at the moment, Ian. So hopefully, it will eventually find its way over here. I believe the Star Wars busts was in France and Spain before they come over here. They were in France and Spain last year, but I think that might have been a trial. I'm not sure. Wayne, you should come to Abbotsford, Canada. Please, need to convince my boyfriend to allow me to. So, where is that, Arsena? Is that in Alberta? Edmonton's Alberta, or is it in? I can't remember. Saskatchewan. I'm trying to think of all the provinces. British Columbia. I don't know. Where is it? Nothing about kit. I believe that's still in Germany at the moment, and they're on. I don't know, what issue you on in Deutschland? Arcsane? I'm not sure. Look, I've just done that. Look, I anticipated what you were going to say, Mrs. Rolderwayne. Brother's doing good. They're in Ottawa, Eric. They're enjoying the snow, and they like watching all the rivers freeze over. But... They're doing something or other with the High Commission over there, but I don't know what. I haven't got a clue. I wish I knew. Thank you, Keith. That's been a real it's been a real pleasure to build that, and I really do thank. I don't know if you're watching, Phil. I really do thank you for giving me the opportunity to build that, because it's really. Esther hasn't seen me. Mrs. Rodway hasn't seen me recently because of that's what I've been doing, and this weekend that's what I'm doing. And Ian, if you didn't know, Ian in chat there got me that. Like lithograph sort of thing there with some autographs on it as well. It just kicks the build off big time. And I would show you a glass that Daniel Goldman got me, but I'm not on the rum tonight. I was just seeing if I've got any rum left. That's the problem, Dr. Inferno. A lot of people haven't... See, I've received issues 1 and 2 of the Iron Man, but a lot of people haven't even received that yet. So, I don't know. Maybe £1, those buck converters, Alex. If £5 for 6 of them, wow, they are the most amazing things ever, Daniel. Once I have my multimeter out, the Welbers Moist, I think I actually set the multimeter to 5.5 volts. I don't think it will hurt to go over a little bit. Hello, Jim. How's it going? You hated the DeLorean build that much, I cancelled it. Jim, I really wish you'd seen the episode. I don't know what episode it was, but there was an episode that I was going to get a lung hammer to it. Because I was so fed up with it. But, and that's the only build I've ever been like that. Normally, if something goes wrong, I can think of a workaround. But that out of all the models I've got in here, that's the only model that is broke. That front wheel there is broke. If I was to lift that up, oh, it won't anymore. I glued it, I think. But it won't move anymore. It's static. You saw the dentist today. I don't think the dentists are seeing us over here unless you've got an emergency. It's just a tooth. I need a tooth out. I've got a wisdom tooth here, which is like broken to smithereens, but for the last like 2 years I've been filling it myself. We can do that over here. So. Oh, it's $8.99 for 6, so it's still quite cheap though for them, isn't it, Daniel? I'd never heard of them until you mentioned it. So, and then I think Lou Dalmasso mentioned about the drop as well. But All good. And you're getting your first jab tomorrow. What is it? 10% of the population in the UK has been done now or something? Is that right? It's all cool. I'm not a big fan of the dentist. I'll happily go, but I've just got this. This is what Wayne will make you laugh. If I go to the dentist, if I'm going to have a tooth out, I guarantee I'm going to faint. But I'm a professional fainter, even with tattoos. I think I've mentioned it to Svi before as well. What will happen is I will go really cold. I will go a little bit giddy. I'll feel a little bit nauseous. Then I'm still compos mentis, and I'll say, look, I'm gonna faint now. So bear with me. It's going to be about 10 seconds, and then I'll just relax. Then I'll come round, break in a sweat, and I'll be absolutely fine for whatever the rest of the procedure is. And that's been the story like that for my whole life. If you're watching Wednesday stream when I said I cut myself over some metal. I've mentioned it in stream before. Massive cut there, and I put pressure on it. I went to the toilet, run it under the cold tap like you're meant to do, and had that fainting session. So I sat in the toilet and I let that pass. The only difference was I thought this was such a bad cut that I kept putting it underwater and trying to get this was in school, this was trying to get the effort to see how bad it actually was. And by the time after about 3 of these fainting sessions, I hadn't even cut myself. It was just like a chicken scratch. So that's how bad. See, it's all in your head. Why don't you to South Wales? Why don't you to South Wales? I've never been to South Wales. I've been to Minehead on just over the Severn there, but I've never been Cardiff, Swansea. I've been North Wales, Llangollen, Aberystwyth, Llangollen, Wrexham. That's on the border, isn't it? Welshpool. That's about it for Wales for me. I did have the option to go Carnarvon. I've never been to Carnarvon, but I've heard that's nice. John Patterson, I think it depends where you live in Germany. I had my third delivery of the Iron Man build, but nothing for my DeLorean for 2 months. Ah, that's crazy. See, it's not just us in the UK then. Wait, what is your next build that you're really looking forward to doing? The Terminator's obviously going to be finishing soon, so that's the Agora one and the Hachette one. The Bismarck's got 40... what are you all up to? 90, 98, 98? So we've got around about 40 issues of Terminator. So that's going to be finished this year as well, the Bismarck is. So there's space for 3 things. And that's probably going to be filled with the Zero Fighter, the Leopard tank, the Jaguar E-Type, and whatever else is coming from Agora models. We'll see. I don't know. I am looking for... I'll be honest, I'm looking forward to doing the Enterprise. So much so that I've been putting a lot of effort into it. And again, if you're on the Patreon stream, you would have seen some of the graphics and special effects I'm doing for it. It's quite fun. Hello, Paul Jordan. How's it going? I like how you get a little tick there. The emoticon. All these emojis. I can't do that on a PC. I guess that's only on the phone, isn't it? Or I don't know. 37 years a Dolphins fan. You see, my son's a Dolphins fan, Blue Harvest, but obviously Jim in chat there, he's a Buffalo Bills fan. So I'm sure there's some bad blood there because they knocked him out in the playoffs. You support the Buccaneers. Well, isn't this the first time ever that the host team is also in the host stadium? So if they win, that's going to be even more good. That Chicago Bears fan, wow. Wasn't Chicago Bears, I haven't followed it for ages, the Bears, but I think back in the time of Walter, the refrigerator, wasn't he a Bears player? Brady sucks. But you know what? It seems like that Brady's carried that whole team, I reckon, personally. Yeah, there's no I in team unless you're a Buccaneer. All us Patriot, I bet you are, Wayne. I bet you. I'd like to see the Buccaneers win. I definitely would like to see the Buccaneers win. Because obviously the Chiefs won last year, didn't they? So... got an email with a preview of the Enterprise D. Is that the one that I just showed off there, or you got something different, Kevin? Oh, look, my mother's popped into chat. Hello, Mother. How's it going? How are you in lockdown? Are you in my Star Trek Enterprise build group? I am, because we've got a couple of people in there from Eagle Boss themselves that have been giving information to the group. Oh, that's good, Kevin. Oh, excellent. I am a member of that group. I have been looking through it as well. So, I think that's the only one I'm a member of, actually, Enterprise Group. So, there you go. Oh. This is where the family turns up. See, Thursday night's not just my chance to interact with you peeps in the community. It's a chance to interact with my own family. Oh, come on, Greg. The joke. These are like dad jokes now. What's the Enterprise Group? I've got a link. I'll put a link up for you. 1 second. Stand by. See, Kevin's probably putting the link up right as we speak. I can't find it. Kevin, if you're able to link in chat, then just link it. I can't find it. Let's hope it's the Lotus Esprit. I'd love a Lotus Esprit. Oh, wow. But the thing is, you know, Nigel, do you just want a Lotus Esprit, or do you want the Spy Who Loved Me Lotus? Yeah. That was trolled at one time, wasn't it? That was about 3 years ago, I think. But nothing ever come of that. Do you know if I'm going to do the Jeep Willie? I don't even think I don't know what's happened to that. Chloe, do you know what's happened to the Jeep Willie? I don't know. In the UK. A lot of people have mentioned the Lancaster. I've got a lot of family who'd like to do that, Philip. The Lancaster bomber. Egon was doing Space 1999 stuff. I haven't seen any of that. But again, Lou Dalmasso, I don't know if you're in here tonight, Lou, but he's done some Space 99 stuff. 1999 stuff. I'm surprised that sort of thing weren't picked up by Di Agostini, you know, with their Thunderbird builds and the whole Jerry Anderson theme. But who knows? Wait, do you know how the stair climbing company did they get? They did. They were already on YouTube, but they wanted to get to 100 subscribers, because when you get to 100 subscribers, your channel name's no longer a whole hickledy-pickledy mess of letters. You can actually call it whatever your channel is. So now they've got the stair climbing company, and from what I understand, they've gone from strength to strength. I was just grateful because they loaned us the chair so Esther's dad could come and visit us, and unfortunately, as you know, that was the last time that he could come. But it was great that he got that opportunity to come here before he died. So we are really appreciative. So yeah, no, definitely, great company. I'm so far behind on chat. Why do I keep getting so far behind? I'm so sorry, people. The reason your comments aren't being answered straight away is because I'm still working on comments from 8:30. I'll try and whiz down. Enterprise A for you. You know what? The D or the E is my favourite Enterprise. I think I like the D more. The E looks a little bit too more souped up. But as I said, Lou Masso's building the E, and that looks impressive. Impressive. You'd think I'm on the run tonight, wouldn't you? The Millennium Falcon's on your want to build list. If Fan are bringing that out, that would be great. Isn't that available as a full pack now on Di Agostini's fee? As a matter of fact, I think everything on Di Agostini's out of stock at the moment, isn't it? But hopefully you'll be back to work in March, fee. But what will happen if you put people on hold in your tattoo shop and said you'll contact them when the lockdown's lifted? Or did you just have to clear your diary and just say get in touch? I really haven't got a clue how you'd manage that. The logistics of rebooking and it'd be a nightmare. And then obviously being the start of summer, the summer coming in, when I suppose that's your busiest time, isn't it? It's just going to be mental. Crazy stuff. Yes, each NATO has a little black button on the back of them. You can see it in some of the shots. Oh, right, I'll have to have a close look at that. It's not going to be an issue, because how many times have I turned that DeLorean on? Not many. How many times have I turned the Super Snake on or pressed the button? Not many. Remote separation. Can you imagine that? Actually, you press a button, the thing just falls off the shelf into two pieces. Oh, when you do the Enterprise build, you have to do the American Dad version Jean-Luc Picard figurine. I'm planning something. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but oh look, Stu Potts received something from Di Agostini. some weeks ago saying there would be delays and we're getting a free gift. See, I never got that email. So, saying that, I never got my free gift for the Harry Potter trial. I got one for the Eddie Stobart. It's just a little key ring, but I never got anything for the Harry Potter one. I know Mike Anderson got something from the Harry Potter one. It's not soccer. You see, it's football in this country, Andy, but I'm Australian, and in Australia, it's soccer in Australia too. But yeah, why would you? Well, why is American football called American football when you don't really use your feet much? And I know it's called gridiron. I think that's the main name for it, isn't it? But who uses that anymore? I don't know. That's stupid. Each nacelle individually powered. I did think that when I first saw it, Gary. It will have 4 separate lighting. The warp nacelle, the saucer section, and the star drive section. Well, Chloe, if you're in chat, you can see straight away a mod for it. A mod, you know, it'd be good if you're gonna mount it again. Do what Lou Dalmasso's done and have separate switches for each section at the bottom. So it'll be on the stand. You press a button and the nacelles come on or something and makes a noise. And Chloe, watch Lou Dalmasso's video from last week or the week before on that Enterprise E. And that whole thing that he does with the bass and making the sound for the Enterprise would do brilliant for this build, I reckon. Just giving you ideas. I haven't heard anything about the Eddie Stobart. Look, I'm talking about things as well. I anticipated it before I saw your comment. But haven't heard anything. It was a trial. I can't see it coming out this year, but I could be wrong. Don't know. Mr. Bum Collectibles, thank you very much. Always thankful for the content. Thank you for the videos and helping those who are doing the same build. Ryan from thank you, Ryan. I really appreciate that. You throw me now. That always throws me. I don't know what to say. Yeah, over 80 books this year. You're aiming for 100. If you do 100, that means we haven't been talking and people are going to start to think we just like, you know, ships in the night. American football is the Chris Nolan of football. Quite ironic, really. Does it have sound as well as lights? Kevin? Does it? I think it does, yeah. It must do. What happened to the ATAG kit? I don't even think it even come out as a trial in the end, Satir. We saw what the trial looks like, but no one ever posted any images of it, apart from the front and back of the thing. I didn't see any builded. What sort of word's that? I never saw any built parts. I never saw any flick-throughs of the magazine or anything. So, take care, Ian. I appreciate that, mate. You stay safe too. Can you send me a UK Harley pin? I haven't got one unless I go to the shop. Do they say, but I'm not allowed in the shop, Ronnie. Because if I'm in the shop, then I'm tempted to look at bikes. And Mrs. Weldaway doesn't like me looking at bikes, as Dan found out when he came to visit me. Everyone's saying goodbye to Ian. So what have you missed on the stream? You have to watch on, but we've been talking about all sorts tonight. But Richard, you sent that message at 8:35. I'm just not going to get through these comments tonight. So even my brother's popped on. Hello, Michael. But I'm going to scroll down. I'm whizzing through the comments as we speak. You've only just seen when I put the Doll's House on. Mark Parker, as I said, I can't do the Ecto one until they deliver it, and they haven't delivered it yet. I'm hoping to get it next week. The Titanic would have a metal hull and a wood deck. David, you say that, but it don't look that way, because if you look at the whole structures in the middle, they're definitely wood. And your first free gift is a sander, so I think that gives it away. I do think it's the same one from Hachette from like 2001. I'm confident it's the same one. British Columbia, you've just answered my question from 20 minutes ago. Oh dear. I don't know what I'm so sorry that I yabber on and I lose myself. Look, even Beanie's Hobbies has come in. Hello, Matt's going. Do you think the Star Wars bus will come out over here, or would it be best to get it from Fan Home? Fan Home is what you want to get it from, But again, I've only received the Darth Vader and the Stormtrooper. I haven't seen any more. I did have to touch up the Darth Vader because the paint wasn't all out on the shoulder, which is a bit of a worry because it's the first two that I've got and I've already had to touch them up. But there you go. You'll get on the wrong side of this road. I suggest a table for the Bismarck. Well, there's going to be two Bismarcks, Daniel. That's the problem, isn't there? Not good. Lee, you got frustrated and ripped the electrics out. I almost did that in issue 91. That's part of the tears as well. So, definitely. Can you imagine that? Everyone would just be waiting for the Schadenfreude of me fainting. But that'd be the thing, Svi. I'll sit down and I'll say, look, I'll be fine. Just let me have my little thing and then I'll be fine. But, you know. But, I mean, that's the most... see, that was my first ever tattoo, that one there. And that, if you've seen The Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio, that's why I had that done. I don't know why. And then my second tattoo was that one, which needs colouring, it needs redrawing, and it probably needs going over with a completely different tattoo. I don't know. But I'm a tattoo's dream, because I'd be like, well, what do you think would look good? And just let them get on with it. Rather than, you know, I'd like something surreal with a mermaid coming out of a dinosaur's mouth or something. I don't know. Landudno, I've never been there, but that's up Carnarvon way, isn't it? I do know, I know some of the places in Wales. It's just yeah, Llangollen's the closest I've ever got to there. Llangollen up the A5. First rule of the Enterprise: don't mention the Enterprise. See, Jim, you shout it from the rooftops, brother. Bill's rule. So I'm just reading some of these comments. I will get back onto it in a minute. Hi, when do you think the Spitfire will be done? Well, the Spitfire's 100 issues to build the plane. Then it's another 20 issues to build the diorama. Now, on my calendar I've got here, I can tell you the exact date that 100 issues are going to be done, which is the 23rd of February next year. So almost a year away for the Spitfire. So there you go. A White Lotus Esprit, Gary. Yeah, definitely. But if you're going to get a White Lotus Esprit, you're going to want the revolving tyres, aren't you? I can't apologise for you all tonight about missing some of these comments. I'm so sorry. I'm just whizzing down. Kevin, Ben Robertson did mention that if the Enterprise D goes very well, then they would definitely bring out another one. It'd probably be that could be interesting. Build Deep Space Nine or Voyager. That could be fun. I don't think a Borg ship would be fun. It'd just be the same thing on like 6 sides, wouldn't it? But the USS Discovery is my favourite star. I cannot stand that series. It is the worst. I don't know what happened. They had the formula right with Next Generation. They had the formula right with Deep Space Nine. They kind of had the formula right with Voyager. They completely went pear-shaped as far as I'm concerned on Enterprise and just fouled the whole thing. And then the less said about Discovery, the better. They need to move on. Move on. Oh, my views on Star Trek will upset people, I know. Yes, Fee's saying about the tattoo shop. I had to put people on hold, basically. Once I'm sat in the shop, I'll have to go through the diary and rebook everyone again. It's not good. So I bet there's people running around with half-finished tattoos. Is that right, then, Svee? Oh, my God. Oh, look, can you believe how quick it's gone tonight? It's 9 o'clock and we're going to be logging off. And I think people are already logging off here. But Gary Whitfield, thank you, Gary. My Enterprise is the round 2 Polar Lights 1350 Classic. Just got my Shapeways 3D printed bridge replacement. There you go. Yeah, you have to definitely send me some pictures, Gary, of what you've done so far. Text them to me. You got my number. I think that'd be pretty cool. The Titanic is the same as the Hachette. I thought it was, Edward. It looked like it. But I never did the Hachette one, so I'm just going visually with what I saw. So, but there you go. You really like Discovery? I cannot stand it. It's the worst Star Trek I've ever seen. I just cannot. I tried to watch season 2 and I just got so fed up with it. It just no, don't like it. Don't like it at all. I'm a Next Generation Deep Space Nine Voyager fan. I couldn't stand Enterprise as well. Why they decided to go back in time to you know, the can't bloody remember, Archer's time, Captain Archer. It's beyond me. But there you go. That's me. But look, thank you for joining me tonight. I'm sorry I've missed a load of messages, but I will try and speed up next time. I hope I've answered a lot of yours anyway. We're going to be live streaming again on Tuesday. I'm not sure what we're building yet. There'll be a Patreon stream next Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we've got the usual chat as well. Tomorrow, we have got the Spitfire that I recorded on Wednesday. If you want to watch it now, it's already on the channel, but it's not live yet. But you can see it if you go into the Spitfire playlist. You'll see it down there. But thank you for joining me. I've enjoyed tonight, and take care. I will speak to you next week.